Alrighty, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to y'all by Shemi Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone. Peace, safety, and blessings to the hopeful elect. Okay, pushing this truth and sincerity. This is a follow-up video on righteous men don't compromise. Okay. All right. In the first one, I gave a few examples. So now I'm gonna nail it in the coffin. This is First Maccabees. Chapter 7, start at verse 1. It says, "And it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken, and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips." So, these brothers, the king wanted them to taste pork. Okay, they wanted them to taste pork, and if they didn't, they were going to be punished for it. Okay. It says, verse 2, "But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers." Now see, this is one thing Israel lacks today. It's pride. It's not pride, not being prideful, but you got to have a certain amount of pride in this truth, that you're going to stand for something. All right, you're going to stand for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Dignity. Okay. Perseverance. You know what I'm saying? Endurance. Okay, you got to be steadfast. Okay, it says we willing to die for it, and it just wasn't talk. It wasn't just them talking. They was ready, and you gonna see. Okay, it says then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and called Salakia, cauldrons to be made hot. Pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the outmost parts of his body. And the rest of his brethren and his mother looked upon. So they basically had to watch their brother who spake first. They had to watch him. They had to actually watch him be tortured and tormented like this, all for just simply not eating pork. Okay, they steadfast for not eating pork, being put to death for one of the simple laws. Okay, and he had them watching, so probably to a scare tactic to try to scare them into eating. All right, it says, "Now when he was thus maimed in all his members," so everything, his arms, his legs, he was maimed. They cut everything off of him that was loose. Okay. In all of his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, and brought to the fire. So he was going to be fried alive. Okay, it says brought to the fire to be fried in the pan, and as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die. So they was talking manually saying thus. So they was talking to each other. Hey man, we gonna be put to death. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be put to death like our brother just got put to death. Okay? Verse 6. Yahweh Shem Shai looketh upon us, and in truth hath comfort in us. As Moses in his song, basically his story, which witnessed to their faces declared, saying, And he shall be comforted in his servants. Okay, so when the first was dead after this number, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. So they brought him to do the same thing, okay? To do the exact same thing to him. All right. So it says they brought the second to make a mocking stock, and when they pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? So they're going to cut everything off of his body also. But he answered in his own language and said, no. Wherefore he also received the next torment in the order as the former did. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. Yahweh Shai. Okay. After him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon holding forth his hands manually. So he was willing to die. He put his tongue out to be cut off. Okay? He put his hands out, cut them off. Cut my arms off. Willing. Because righteous men don't fucking compromise, bruh. You don't bend down and fold for no fucking body in this truth. You know what I'm saying? You don't fold. Okay? And said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despised them. So my tongue and my hands, look, I'm despising them. They was given for the laws. Okay? And from him I hope to receive them again. The Most High gave these hands to me to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. So if you take them, guess what? He can give them right back to me. All right? Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded his pain. So he didn't care about the pain. All right? Now, when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good, being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High, to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. 15. Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him. Then looked he into the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt, yet think not that our nation is forsaken of the Most High. But abide a while, and behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed. So he understood that payback was coming. Okay? He understood that the payback was coming. All right? So he understood it. Okay? So he was like, okay, I'm going to suffer this. I'm going to suffer this little pain or whatever. But he understood that payback was coming. All right? He says, but abide a while. Okay, that's okay. So payback was coming upon his seed. 18. After him also they brought the sixth, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without cause, for we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. Therefore marvelous things are done unto us. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High, that thou shalt escape unpunished. So they understood, okay, it's reincarnation. they understood that the heathen was going to have to pay for the things they done, because they died a righteous death. They were martyrs, okay? They died righteously, okay? They stayed fast to what they believe in. They didn't compromise, all right? 20. But the mother was marvelous above all, and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she buried with a good courage, because of the hope that she had in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. 21. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, cannot tell how ye come into my womb, for I neither gave you birth nor life, neither was I that formed the members of every one of you. So that she's basically paying homage to the Most High, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? But doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you birth and life again. That's reincarnation right there. Okay? As ye now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. So you not thinking about, oh man, death is gonna be painful. Okay? All the things I might have to go through is gonna be painful. And it is not just death. It's things you've given up in this world. Okay? Things you've given up in this world, you're thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna have to give up XYZ, no matter what it may be. Okay? But you're not doing it. You're doing it for the sake of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because you know you fall in that proper order. Okay? It says 24. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, while the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths. So he was promising him, oh, it's going to come back on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That he would make him both. Okay, hold on. Salakia. That he would make him both a rich and a happy man if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him from his friends and trust him with affairs. So he was going to give him a higher position or rank just to forsake the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. Even our women had some backbone and righteousness to them. Okay? And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to counsel him. But check this out. But she, bowing herself towards him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner: O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee such 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not. And so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. So she already knew. I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not gonna tell him to basically forsake the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna tell him. I'm not gonna even tell him to keep the laws because she knew he was gonna keep the laws. She just told him to take death and torment the way you're supposed to, because you're not finna. That's not the way that Israel was raised. Okay, so in like manner today, don't bend, don't fold, don't compromise. Okay, you never compromise, bruh. Never, no matter what. Public embarrassment. Never compromise, bro, because you got Yahweh Bashem Yahushua watching you, and you thinking what people say about you actually means something when it don't mean shit. Okay, so don't ever compromise, man. If you get ordered to do something, do it. Okay, because the brother that's giving you that order, he's doing it through prayer and fasting. Okay, so you need to listen to that brother, hearkening to his words. All right, you never know what you could be saved from by this brother telling you to do exactly what through the spirit he is telling you to do. All right. It says, while she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. So it's like, I'm not obeying shit. Okay? If he gonna kill us, he gonna kill us. Plain and simple. So it is what it is, you know? But man, I said that just to say this, man. Never compromise in calling yourself being a righteous man. Don't do it for no woman. Don't do it for your moms, your dad. Bro, a righteous brother gonna have you and steer you and guide you, or give you brotherly advice on doing what's right. Okay? A brother not gonna steer you wrong. A true brother, a righteous brother. Okay? With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that belongs to the apostle and those great millstone. Peace, safety, and blessings to you, especially in this true shalom.